This is the alluring Mangala Resort and Spa, a hidden sanctuary in Gambang, 220 kilometers east of Kuala Lumpur. Mangala is derived from Sanskrit, which means auspicious well-being. It emphasizes purity of spirit and the state of being happy and healthy. The logo symbolizes an auspicious knot and represents the well-planned and meticulously crafted resort with never-ending possibilities. Today, many visitors to Mangala Resort and Spa look forward to a retreat of pure tranquility. However, this award-winning retreat was not originally as lush and inviting. The site of Mangala Resort and Spa used to be an abandoned tin and sand mining land. It had been left completely barren, unable to sustain any vegetation. Hundreds of unsightly gullies, ponds and small lakes greeted visitors at the site. The process of rehabilitating the land to transform it into a lush tropical retreat was a tedious endeavor with many challenges. The process, which started in 2001, took over 15 years and is still ongoing. Topsoil had to be laid upon the barren land to make it fertile for planting. 90% of the land here consisted of mainly barren clay and some pockets of sand, which have had no benefit at all. This is not suitable for most plants, as their roots will not grow past the clay. Therefore, plants will become stunted or die. As such, palm trees were introduced to kickstart the rehabilitation process. As roots of oil palms and coconut trees are shallow, they can thrive well in this development of clayey substrate. With the continual addition of composted and shredded vegetative waste collected within the whole site, like palm kernels, leaves and trunks, the pH value of soil here will be improved tremendously over time. Many other palms and trees from nearby nurseries will be added to the development. Typical of a tropical country, the area here faced periods of monsoon and drought. To moderate water levels of the many ponds, lakes and wetlands throughout the year, water control gates were placed at strategic areas. The water gates were also used to mitigate floods. With a little ingenuity, something that was useful in the past, such as railway sleepers, were upcycled to become water control gates, able to control acres of water. During heavy rain, the water control gates are opened to release rainwater into a structure similar to a well. This acts like a water catchment. During drought periods when water levels are low, collected rainwater would be channeled back to the lakes and ponds. On normal days, the floodgates are used to regulate moderate water flow into downstream habitats to sustain the ecosystem of wetlands and lakes. Mining activities had destabilized the land, and this was compounded by the heavy monsoon downpour, which eroded the riverbanks. The countermeasure was to build slopes and implement a riverbank protection system. This prevented further erosion and, more importantly, prevented the diversion of Sungai Belat, which would otherwise have impacted the surrounding habitats and diminished the existing aquatic ecosystem. The riverbank protection system helped strengthen the riverbanks to prevent scouring. This involved the hard approach of using riverbank riprap and gabion mattresses. For the soft approach, bioengineering methods were used and existing wild plants were planted. A slope protection technique was improvised by using geotextile natural boulders and local creepers and plants. This created a new wildlife habitat while beautifying the surroundings. Over time, Mangala Resort and Spa had been successfully transformed and blossomed into this magnificent site of lush, sprawling greenery. With emphasis on nature, all building designs are integrated with the landscaping based on the philosophy of comfort and infinity. This is where versatile design and functional space planning is applied for the comfort of guests. The design queue of the resort incorporated obscured boundaries, cross-ventilation, and natural lighting. The heavy use of trellises and climbing plants ensured that the built environment blended seamlessly with the surrounding landscape for a truly natural outlook, enhancing a serene and lush atmosphere. The owner's construction philosophy is to use simple materials, opting for a low-tech, high-touch approach in all designs, rather than using high-tech and expensive treatment. The same results were obtained with better efficiency. Today, guests have choice accommodation of 1 bungalow villa and 65 villas with 40 salt-chlorinated pools. Specially designed by notable architects, each of the villas and bungalow feature large, all-round windows that frame an arresting view of the outdoors. Spacious, bright and airy, the villas and bungalow are luxuriously fitted out to give any guest a retreat experience befitting a royalty. The resort is very suitable for high-level corporate meetings, team building, wedding functions, family retreats, and romantic getaways or honeymoons. Besides being a wonderfully inviting retreat, this resort places high importance on sustainability. Water from nearby lakes are used for maintaining the garden plants. Materials are recycled, like railway sleepers used as water control gates. Collected rainwater is channeled to the ponds, and fallen palm leaves are collected to be turned into compost. Silt traps and sumps are used to prevent unused materials from leaching into the rivers and to control water flow levels. In transforming the land into a green paradise, many types of plants and trees were introduced. Plots of land were allocated for vegetable farms and fruit orchards. These include pandan coconut, mango trees, durian trees, and other tropical fruits like kedondong, dragon fruit, passion fruit, and a variety of vegetables which are all pesticide-free. Besides beautifying the environment, a variety of plants was specifically planted to attract birds into the retreat to enhance the natural diversity. Many trees in the development attract local fauna, such as the salam, which is a favorite of the pink-necked pigeon. The kalumpang burung attracts seed-loving bird, and the sukyat karat attracts the white-hand gibbon. All the trees in the retreat have also attracted weaver birds. Nature's true engineers, the weaver birds build intricate nests that are able to stand up to strong winds and heavy rain. It's really a marvel to see that at the retreat. The balanced ecosystem also attracts dragonflies and wetland species as well. So this becomes the sign that the rehabilitation work is heading in the right direction. The international award-winning Mangala Resort and Spa today offers a unique wellness experience which is only possible with a concerted effort. Sustainable and eco-friendly practices are in place to ensure that the environment remains in perfect ecological balance. It is hoped that the success of this resort will spur other developments to adopt a more eco-conscious approach in planning, designing, implementation, and maintenance models. The Mangala Resort and Spa is a remarkable story about a barren land becoming a hidden gem.